Hello everyone, and welcome to the Homepage Network. I'm Sarah Vogt. Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hospital in Wellsboro recently held a disaster drill. Today, we're going to learn all about it from our guest, Chief Administrative Officer Janie Hilfiger and Disaster Preparedness Coordinator Andy Tom. Thank you both for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you inviting us.
As part of its emergency preparedness, Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hospital drills rigorously to test its disaster protocols with annual drills, tabletop exercise, and evaluations. Follow along for an inside look at preparing for a disaster scenario as our hospital drills a large-scale disaster exercise.
At 12:30 p.m., Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hospital's emergency department is notified by paramedics on the scene that there's been an explosion at the Tioga County Fairgrounds.
Immediately, our facility launches into disaster protocol by notifying the appropriate personnel to set up incident command. A notification is dispatched to all staff to report for assistance in their respective unit, and staff already on site begin to prepare to receive an influx of patients.
Maintenance and emergency department staff transform the conference room into a supply center and eventually an additional patient triage area, while Incident Command assembles to supervise the disaster response, documenting information about the incident, what is currently known about incoming patients, as well as the ED's capacity.
Patients begin to arrive by ambulance and on foot, known as walking wounded, and the emergency room physicians begin their triage system.
Quickly realizing they will need additional space for treatment, the staff and command center communicate to set up additional treatment areas in the same-day surgery while continuing to treat critical patients in the emergency department.
With any disaster, it is important to keep people informed through the right channels. If there's a public health risk, a public service announcement is made educating them about what to do. Family members of those who may have been injured are directed to a specific channel to receive updates about family reunification areas, when and where to report. It's important not to simply show up in the emergency room looking for information, as a loved one may have been taken to another facility, transferred, or still on scene. Additionally, any media that arrives on site looking for comment is escorted to a designated area where they are held until an official statement can be made by the Public Information Officer.
In large-scale disasters, or in situations where there is a public health or safety concern, sometimes a press conference is held featuring emergency management, law enforcement, county officials, and healthcare professionals. To practice this element of crisis, Public Information Officer Christy Warren arranged a press conference at Soldiers and Sailors featuring our Chief Administrative Officer, Janie Hilfiger, Tioga County Commissioner Mark Hamilton, Officer Frank Lewandowski with the Wellsboro Police Department, and Benton Best, Emergency Management Coordinator for Tioga County.
Throughout the disaster, Incident Command continues to assess the operational situation, establishing tactics and assignments based on the evolving situation and requesting additional resources, staff, and support as needed to ensure the safety, security, and treatment of all patients, visitors, and employees.
Following the incident, staff gather for an after-action review to discuss the drill in depth, identifying processes that went well and look for opportunities for improvement to continually streamline the crisis response.
Andy, why are these drills so important?
Well, today we're surrounded by situations that could cause us to call a disaster response. Our goal at Soldiers and Sailors is to ensure that our people are ready in any situation.
This is also important as we're responsible for the care of our communities. Drills are another way that we can prepare for any situation that may occur.
I personally want to thank both of you for your heart and your care for our community.
Thank you, Sarah.
It's our pleasure.
And thank you for joining us today on the Homepage Network.
It's a small community, close-knit, it's beautiful. Now, as we join UPMC, it just opens a whole new world
Together, UPMC and Susquehanna Health are bringing life-changing medicine to north central Pennsylvania.
UPMC brings extraordinary innovation to virtually every aspect of the work we do.
Exchanging ideas, sharing research, it's a tremendous opportunity to learn in real time with world-class experts.
Changing lives every day. UPMC Susquehanna.